Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at Dirt 5. Now, this is not a new game, okay? But this is a new game to PlayStation Plus. This is a free game that you could download right now if you're a PlayStation Plus member. And Codemasters makes this. Codemasters are the same company that brings us games like the F1 series, Grid, Dirt 2.0, I think is a Codemasters game as well. Um, so I just want to say, when this game first came out, I was kind of interested in it, but then I heard like a lot of negative things on it, and I don't normally let reviews change my mind, but this time around, I just, I don't know, I really didn't think that this was a game for me. And I think most of the reason is because of my experiences with the game Grid. That game, it was kind of a weird kind of a racing game, and when they came out with this, I don't know, I just wasn't sure. But now that it's free, I downloaded it. I can easily tell you right here that this is such an awesome game. I wish I would have bought this game when it first came out. I've been having so much fun playing this game, guys. So let's kind of get into what it's about. You have a career mode, you have online, which I think the online now is dead. To be honest with you, I don't think anybody's playing this online. Playgrounds. Playgrounds is pretty cool. You can actually create your own. I don't want to say track. It's more like you're in an arena and you can create like this arena type of track, and but you can put all kinds of cool things in it, so it's pretty cool. Weekly challenge. Let's take a look at this real quick. Okay, so they're still doing weekly challenges and stuff, so that's good to know. But yeah, as you can see, there's like all these tracks that players have created, and like I say, they're not really tracks in the sense. They're like it's like an arena, but there's a lot you could do with it. It's really crazy. Getting out of that, we have the arcade mode, which we have free play, and we have time trials. I haven't really gotten into these too much. Sponsors. This is where you could choose your sponsor. Garage is obviously all the cars, and there's actually quite a bit of cars in here, guys. There's like all these different categories. Like you have the 80s rally, which you're going to have like this Lancia 037 Evo 2. You have this BMW M1 Pro Car Rally. You have a Ford R5200. Going out to 90s rally. Let's check these out. You have the Peugeot 306 Maxi. You have the Renault Clio Williams Maxi. Ford Escort. Mitsubishi Lancer, Subaru Impreza. Like I said, I won't look through all these, but like there you have the Classic Rally. We got a Fiat, Ford Mustang Fastback, very cool car. You can preview them. You can open the hood, check out the engine, check out the interior. Very cool. We have the Crossraid. So we have a Volkswagen Touareg. You have this mini John Cooper Works. That thing, look at that thing. That is insane. You have BMW, Peugeot. Then we have Formula Off-Road. We have this crazy beast. That's the only one in there. Then it goes to Modern Rally. Ford Fiesta. We have a Skoda Fabia. I've never heard of this car. Volkswagen, Citroen. Then we got pre-runners. We got a Ford Raptor, Mitsubishi E-Evolution, Chevy Colorado. That's actually a pretty good looking truck. Okay, we have RX Rallycross. You have the Peugeot 208 WRX. You have Audi, Renault, Subaru. Moving on to the Rally GT, you have Aston Martin. Look at this crazy beast. BMW M2 Competition. Ford Mustang. Fiat. Lotus. That thing is crazy. Okay, then we have Rock Bouncer. This one here says PlayStation Store, so this must be something you have to buy in a DLC, I'm guessing. Then we have Sprint. Then we have Super Lights. And then let's go to here to the Unlimited. So there are a lot of cars to choose from, a lot of different classes to choose from. And yeah, the cars, the models, they look really good. They look really good. And, you know, the one thing I do want to say is that this is a PS4 game. I mean, guys, wait till you see it till we actually get in the race. This game looks so good. It really does. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the tracks. And the thing is about the tracks, they're kind of strange because there's a lot of tracks, but it's set up like this. So we have Brazil, China, Greece, Italy, Morocco, Norway, Nepal, South Africa, USA, Arizona, and USA Roosevelt Island, which is New York. So if we go all the way back to Brazil, as you can see, there's several different tracks that we can play within each country. And that's how it's set up. It's actually pretty cool. Let's go all the way to Roosevelt Island. East River Reversed, East River Sprint Reverse, Manhattan Park Reverse, Roosevelt Bridge Reverse, Roosevelt Island, and Roosevelt Island Reverse. And guys, this does have dynamic weather and dynamic change of day. So you'll cycle through the day and you'll cycle through weather. And what I really like is in the career mode, they'll speed that up. So in one race, you could experience afternoon, dark, you'll experience the sunshine all the way to rain or heavy snow. And yeah, it's really awesome. So there's really not a lot to the game. I mean, you have a career mode, right? And you have all these DLCs that you can buy. But the main career mode is basically just a tier, right? So you race and you need to collect these badges. I forget what they're called, but you need to collect these badges. And how you do that is that in each race, you have these objectives. So like in this first one, the Ultra Cross, you have 3 objectives. Exceed 70 miles per hour for 5 seconds. Overtake while drifting once. Hold first position for 10 seconds. And in each one of these races, you have different objectives that you have to complete to go on. And I personally love that. Okay, the one thing that I think that I really didn't like about a game like Grid. Jeez, I lost my train of thought for a second there. The thing about Grid was, you know, you always had to come in first place, kind of to proceed. And with this game, although you want to win the races, you don't necessarily have to win the races to get to the next race. And I kind of like that. I always like that. So here we have Ignition. These are the events. These are the races that you need to progress. And I believe once you get to a certain point, then you get throwdowns unlocked. And these are, I believe, one-on-one races. So these are kind of like boss battles, if you will. And you can see there's actually quite a bit of them. And then again, you have your sponsors and podcasts, which this is kind of has a, I guess maybe a Forza Horizon kind of feel to it. I mean, it's not in the way it's not an open world, but in the sense of like the whole festival thing, it's kind of got that feel to it. So I'm going to stop talking about this now, and we're actually going to get right into a race. So we're going to do 2 races today. Let's see here. We're going to do... No. You know what? We're just going to have to get into it. Okay, we do this one here. Dryer's Gate. We do an Ultra Cross at Dryer's Gate in Norway. And then I believe we do a Land Rush here in Xiaomo Run, China. Yeah, so sit back, guys, and enjoy. We're going to do these 2 races, and then we'll kind of come back to end the whole video. Alright guys, here we go for our first race here in beautiful Norway. And I mean, the first thing you got to notice is just what this game looks like. I mean, the thought that this is a PS4, and I'm on an old PS4, this ain't a PS4 Pro. I mean, obviously I don't know how this is going to come out looking on YouTube, but even on my old PS4, this game just looks amazing. The lighting, everything just looks so good in this game. But as you can see, this is very much an arcade racer. This is by no means sim at all. The cars, they get damaged, but it's cosmetics only. It will not affect the performance of the car at all. I mean, I just slammed into that, and it's not going to affect the performance of the car whatsoever. And I think that may be something that may have killed the online experience for the game, because you can basically just ping pong off the other players. Like, as you can see there, actually crashing into them totally saved my butt. If they weren't there, I would have went off the track and I would have been reset. So basically, this is a game where you're going to hold the pedal to the metal, and these corners, just tap your handbrake. And I should point out, this is all on controller. I'm not using my steering wheel. I have not yet tried this game on my steering wheel. I want to, but honestly, it is so fun to play on controller. I mean, it definitely feels like this game was made to play on controller. It's just, yeah, it's just, it works perfectly with the controller. I can't really say any more about it. Another thing I liked about it is that you can replay these races over and over. So you get used to the tracks, and I haven't practiced any of these tracks. You know, this is really one of the few racing games I feel that you can get in and you can just hop right in, and it doesn't matter. You'll figure out how to get around the track. It's not like the other games where you're going to need a ton of practice. And as you can see, I mean, we're getting around pretty well. And once you get the feel for it, like using your handbrake and stuff, you'll get around the corners really nice. And as you can see, they're really not that far behind me. The AI, and I don't have the AI on the hardest, I have whatever's on default. And yeah, the guys up front, they pretty much keep up with you. Here we go. That's, I believe, our last corner. We're gonna make this jump. Nope. 2 more corners, actually. 3 even. Okay. So I was completely off. And a 4th. Okay. Okay, there's the finish line. So we're gonna come in P1 for this race. I like that. I like that race a lot. That was a lot of fun. I should say that there are races that are more challenging. That one was a fairly easy one. So there is a level system. You level up, you get XP, you collect money, you collect rep, and the customization in here, you can do custom liveries, but you have to unlock things. Okay, you have to unlock special liveries, you have to unlock stickers, unlock textures, you have to pretty much unlock everything. So it's not like a GT Sport type of thing. Alright guys, so this is race number 2, and for this race I am going to not talk and just let you guys enjoy what the game looks like. Alright guys, well that is Dirt 5, and just before we end the video, a couple things I do want to point out with the game. Although I'm really enjoying it, there's a couple things about it that I have kind of an issue with. One, the lack of a replay, which I know that doesn't sound like a very big deal, and it's not, but it's something that I do enjoy in a racing game, and I would have loved to seen that in this. I would have loved to seen replays of the races in different angles and different like cinematic modes and stuff like that. I think they kind of missed the mark with that. And another thing I will say, the AI, and whether you have the AI on medium difficulty or the hardest difficulty, the one thing that the AI does tend to do a lot, it very strictly follows the same line as each other. So when you get to a point when cars, when you get past like the first couple turns, you'll see the cars, they just follow in line with each other, and it's just like, yeah, it's just like this line of cars that you'll see, and they don't seem to try to overtake each other. They just fall in line and just follow the line that they're all on. And it's very strange because it makes it very easy for you to overtake all of them, for one, and for two, it doesn't look like the AI is racing each other, if that makes sense. But really, those are the only two negatives I have about the game. Other than that, like I said, it's a really fun game, and this is one of those games that you got to go into it not taking it too seriously. Just take it for what it is. It's an arcade racer. It's not meant to be super realistic. It's not meant to be that kind of game. And if you go into it thinking that, look, I'm just going to have some fun, then you're going to enjoy the game. That's just what you want to do. Just Go in the game, hop in, start a race, and just have fun. You know, you don't have to worry about touching the other opponents, the other racers. You know what I mean? You can kind of push your way up to the top. You know, so there's nothing like penalties or anything like that, and you can actually use your opponents to work your way up to the top, kind of just slingshotting off them around the curves and stuff. But yeah, I think it's a fantastic game. It's free, so you really can't complain. But I will say this: I would have gladly bought this game. Now that I've played it, I would have gladly paid money for this game, and I kind of wish I did, because I would have been playing this a lot more, and I plan on playing this a lot. Maybe we'll even do a live stream on it. But anyway, guys, that's where we're going to end this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and we'll see you next time.